Hi all, today we will understand how to create pivot table in Python. As we all know that pivot table gives us the summary of the data. It's a summarization tool. With the help of it you can actually understand you know about the any feature of the data. Let's say we have an employee data with you. If you want to see the average salary of employees, maybe a particular region wise, maybe their pay grade wise, different versions. If you want to see, you can do it with the help of pivot table. Let me show you how we can create pivot table in Python. So first of all, we have to import data in Python. For that I'm using importing a module called pandas spd, and then I'm also importing the some data, and then I'll see the name of the columns which we have. So these are the columns which we have, okay, in the data set. So let's understand the syntax also of this pivot table function. So basically this pivot table function, you just write the name of the your data frame data set, which is df here, dot pivot underscore table, and then open bracket. After that, these four parameters which we need to understand. So let's say we have one parameter called index. If you want to see something at row level, okay, and then if you want to see it at column level, you have columns is equal to, then write the name of the column in between, and then values we have, okay. This is, let's say if you want to see the average salary, then write salary here, okay. And here we have aggregate function called count. It can be count. If you want to see the average, write np dot mean, or maybe you can write np dot sum, but for count you just write count. So let me try creating a pivot. So I have used the same syntax here. Let's say here I have, while using the same syntax, maybe I'll write it again for you. What I can do, see here I have used the same syntax, or I'm simply write the name of the columns. Let's say which column name I want. I want to see that count of employees. Let's say region wise. In all region, what have been the count of employee, and I also want to see that quarter by quarter the count. Maybe I'll write it like this. Simply I'll take the name, I'll write it, and I want to see the count of employee you know column. So I'll maybe copy the name of the column. It's very simple, and I'll write it here, and I'll store it in a variable called new, sorry, insert new underscore val is equal to df dot pi pivot. Yeah, so it is stored. Now let's see how it works. I'll print it, and I will see it is giving me region wise, right, count of employees each quarter. Now the second condition can be, I want to see the salary, average salary of employees. How will I do? I simply need to copy the name of the column, which is salary. I'll write it here, values salary, and I will also have to import one more library, numpy as np. I'll write np here dot mean. Yep. Now see, this is the average salary we have for employees. If I want to see the sum of salaries, this is the sum we have. So this is how we can you know see the data in a tabular format, let's say in 2 dimension, and we can give various combination. Let's say here, if you want to see that not only region, you want to add few more columns. Let's say what else can we add? We can add maybe city wise or country wise. So let's write this here, and if you see this region, we have these many countries, right? So we can also have various combination and combination. This is how we can use the pivot function, which is very easy. right? But let's say if you want to see that the combination only for a particular region, Midwest, so how will you do that? It's very simple again. What you will do, you will copy it, let's say here like this. After df, write again df, okay, data frame and name of the column. I need region if I want, and then I want it only for Midwest. Use dot is in statement. All what we need to do is we need to write a statement called is in, okay, and then press enter. If you see, only for Midwest region I have the salary sum, okay. If you want to do add one more column, you can add it by writing end statement here, okay. Same way df will go like this. Let's say country, and then you will write statement is in, here just writes dot is in and name of the country. Yep. So basically small syntax error is there. Let me just correct that. I'll copy it from here, entire, and paste it here. Yep, so it worked. So now if you see, and also write country here, I can add it in column. So it is only giving me a view of Australia and India every quarter wise for these two regions. So this is how we can have various permutation and combination with the help of pivot. No need to use group by or if or so many other conditions. Pivot table function will give you exact picture as we get it in Excel, pivot table wise. So these four parameters we need to remember. One is index, which works for rows, columns which work for column value. Compared to Excel, it exactly works like values and aggregate function. So yeah, this is how you can use it. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please press the like button and also subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.